Hello, so today I'm back with another video. We've got a Sims speed build of a cat cafe. So when Business and Hobbies came out, I was like immediately like I want to do a cat cafe. I think a lot of people did. Everyone was like, yes, cat cafes, we can finally make them fantastic. And there's like so many good ideas for this pack, but this was the first one I wanted to make using it. It ended up being quite colourful. Well, the outside was quite just brick and black and kind of monochrome, but then inside was very bright, very colourful, very cheery, quite eclectic. Because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to go for. I was just like, build a cat cafe. I knew I wanted a catio and I wanted the actual cafe area, and I didn't know anything other than that. And again, I put a flat above because I like having a flat. I'm like playing above and like living above when I'm playing with my builds, so I always try and put a flat in. But here we are, we just did the exterior, and I really like the way the exterior turned out. I think it looks nice, and I think it kind of fits in with the vibe. Inside we've got this kind of like sectioned off room, which is just kind of like a cozy area with a couple of scratch posts and a sofa and stuff like that, and then the rest is the actual cafe, and there's like seated table areas, and I just wanted it to feel fun. So I don't know, I really like it when you go into businesses and they have like pictures and stuff all over the walls, and like it's all just like feels very random but eclectic and together still. So I'm hoping I hit the mark on that, but maybe it just looks like a weird mess. And I definitely wanted the catio so the cats can have some outside time. To be fair, I think it's my dream catio. Like, I really want to build a catio for my cats. We're quite lucky, we've got a fenced in garden, so they do have supervised time in the garden, but I would love an actual catio so I could just let them out there whenever they wanted. And I also put shelves all over the walls in here because I was like, oh yeah, cat climbing shelves, because my cats love their climbing shelves. We have a cat wall in the front room that's just various. It's got like these hexagon shelves, these bridges, and these like mountain shaped shelves, and we've got like floor to ceiling cat towers in the rooms and just everything. So, and they absolutely love running up there. So I was like, yes, I definitely need just lots of shelves in this place. And there's also one where I live, a cat cafe. I've never been into it, but I like to watch the cats from the window, and they're always just running across the shelves, and I love it. So this is where it starts to get a bit like colourful and creative, and I'm still trying to figure it out. So I do kind of change a bit of the tables, and I feel like I make it a bit more cohesive, because at first I'm just like, oh, colourful, let's add everything in and then go from there, because I did not know in what direction I was going with this, of the, you know, cats and a cafe. That's all I had. So alongside the main area, we've also got an employee area, and an area where the cats can just go to get away if they don't want to be around people. So their food's in there and their litter trays are in there. There's like food bags and stuff, and then the employees can go back there. And then there are some steps upstairs to an employee like kitchen area, and there's some cat stuff up there as well in case the cats want to go up, and then there's some like cat beds and a tower, and they can sleep up there. So they have got like some sections to go to where they can get away from the general public, and if they don't want to be bothered, they can just go and relax. We don't want the cats to be stressed in the cat cafe. And I've gone for this entrance area because I figured the 2-door system made sense, because you don't want any cats to get out, so if anyone runs into that bit, then you know you've got a bit of extra security. And then of course we've got the bathroom, just like a customer bathroom for them to use. I put these photo frames along the walls because I figured, do you know when you go to cat cafes, they have a lot of them for adoption, and they have like the little like pictures and info on this cat's been adopted or this cat is for adoption, and yeah, so you can see all about the cats that are in there. So I figured, you know, once you've got cats going there, you can just add them into the pictures, and it look really cute. I did also try and decorate a lot of it with a lot of plants and flowers and stuff. I'm just imagining that they're all either fake or they are cat safe, because I mean technically a lot of these plants are not cat safe, but you know, fake or we pretend it's a different type of plant, because obviously the cat safety is our main priority, but they're Sims cats, they're not going to eat the plants, unlike my cats, which absolutely love eating any plants. I have like a big tree thing next to me, and all of it is cat safe, but like all of the leaves, like they've lost about an inch maybe off the top of every single leaf, because yeah, they just think that's the best food ever. I also put all the little decals from like cats and dogs, the little cat ones. I never really use them in anything because I don't know, they look a bit silly sometimes, but I was like, this is perfect, I'm going to use all of them. I use them all down here, and then I use them all in the flat as well, because I never get the opportunity to use them, and they're cute, so why not? And it's a cat cafe, might as well have the cats stuff here. And I've got this no dog sign and this cats allowed sign, which I've buried into the wall to make it look like it was attached to the actual wall, because I didn't like that it was just on the post. And then for general decorations, I've just added general stuff you'd expect to see at the cafe, like cutlery stuff. On the tables there's like various drinks, like hot drinks, cold drinks. There's signs on the walls, signs outside. There's like a specials board by the coffee desk. And then on the walls, I've just added pretty much any piece of artwork that has a cat on it, or just anything cat related is on the wall. I scoured through everything, just trying to find anything cattish. So I've added all of that. And then in the employee area, I added some of the vet posters and such because I thought it could be like, you know, like check the cats are the right way and check they're healthy and like a little go-to sheet for different foods or something. I don't know, whatever the employees need to look at, that's there. And then I didn't go too overboard with the outside. I just did some flowers, there's a sign, and then I put some like bikes and some posts, and there's a couple of trees out there as well, but I figured it wouldn't be too crazy because, you know, there's a lot going on inside. I don't think you need to be managing the whole exterior as well. So I did build this on Sporting Space, which is in the Bridlington Bay, is it? The cats and dogs one, because I figured, you know, I have to use the cats and dogs area because, well, I think you usually get more cats and stuff coming as well because there's like loads more people that have pets. I've put the requirements as cats to visit and like people with cats or something, and then I've put like the block types as cats can come, or whatever I could do for cats I put in. And then I put lots of toys around. I saw these little tassely things and thought they'd be great for the cats to knock around. They would absolutely love that. So then I've used like pet toys that we've got. I've also gone through and used children's toys because some of the children's toys have like a ball thing with a bell in it, and I was like, well, my cat has one of those, that looks like a cat toy. And I just put some like children's teddies around because, you know, they can use them as kicker toys or just to throw around and play with. We've got children's toys and we've got pet toys just to add a bit more variation and mix. I also really love the new coffee counter we got with the business and hobbies pack. It looks so nice, which I think also is why I want to make so many like coffee shops outdoors. One like, shall I make a dog cafe next as well? Like, why limit it to just cats? And then I just added lots of lights to add to the ambience and the feel. I mean, it's probably not going to be open that late, but you know, it's always nice to have some extra lights about. And then outside, oh, this catio area is definitely my favourite part of the whole thing. And we'll get to see that in a bit more detail. I put loads of grass out there and trees and just, I don't know, everything that should be out there for the cats to play with. And I've just added some functional bits. Again, just like cluttery bits like books and more lamps and just like more wall pieces. I just changed out the doors because I just put the farm doors in for like a placeholder just so I knew where I wanted the doors. And then I thought, oh, maybe the whole wall's a bit too boring, so then I just added the back colour as a bit brighter. And I don't know if it's just a bit too crazy and eclectic, but I think I like it. Yeah, it's nice. And then I really wanted this tree. It just fit in. I had to like fiddle with it so that it wasn't clipping out of the reef, but it just fit. I love the lights on it. It gives such a nice vibe. And then I've like added in all of this like grassy stuff. Well, it's more like just leaves, but I'm going to pretend it's like long overgrown grass with some, again, cat safe flowers. Maybe it's like cat grass and like catnip in there and stuff, and they can just run around and roll around in it and just have a nice time playing in it. And they can climb up the tree if they want to because it's not out of the enclosure, they can't get out. And then again, I've just gone through and added black shelves so they can run up and down the whole catio and they can just have the whole thing to themselves. And then I do go through and add boxes. Some of them are shelves and some of them are an item from debug, so just boxes to them to hide in, or it looks like they can hide in, like they won't actually use them, but then they can at least have some places to sleep and nap and enjoy the sunshine. Cats love a good box. I mean, we all know that, right? Oh yeah, and then I found this like hanging fish decoration. I think it was like from the Sulani pack, which was the like tropical one. But yeah, I was like, that's perfect. There's like a little batting toy for cats to play with and it's fish. I love that. And I love this bike rack from Debug as well. I'm going to start using that in everything, especially in the ones like this. So there's like no road. So in this particular spot, it's kind of like a walking path up. So it makes no sense to have like a car park or anything like that. So having a nice little bike rack actually really works well. And I think I've made the outside look businessy enough. There's like a couple of benches outside. There's trees with the little tree cages without it looking like overkill or anything like that. And then this is the employee bit upstairs. We've got this kitchen. It's just a very simple kitchen. I kind of just modelled it on my work's kitchen. This is pretty much what my work's kitchen looks like, with just the simple little fridge and the like couple of cabinets and a sink and a microwave. We've moved on to the flat, and I didn't really know what to do with the flat, so it ends up being, well, it's technically a one bed, but it has an office and a Murphy bed. Well, so I suppose it's technically two beds, but the way I've laid out the office, I don't think you can actually fold out the Murphy bed because I just wanted it for decoration, because I figured if you have that much space, you might as well have a spare bed, but you know, I don't actually need to use it in The Sims. Or you could just shift the office, like shift the computer out of the way, or move the desk, you know, like you would if you actually had someone stay here and you had a desk in there. So you could use it as a second bedroom, or, you know, just replace the Murphy bed with a single bed or anything if you have like children or something living with you. But I don't tend to play with children that much when I play with The Sims, so I was like, I don't need a children's bedroom. And then I started off the upstairs kind of looking very like dark, so the kitchen was grey, and then I used this like green wallpaper. I was like, yes, I love that emerald green, like it's one of my favorite colors. But then I realized actually downstairs is so bright and colorful, it just did not fit the vibe of upstairs. And I was like, oh, if you like the vibe of downstairs, then you're probably not gonna like the vibe of upstairs. So I was like, I'll change it to be colorful as well. I said in my last video when I just did the random packs challenge thing, I was like, oh, I did a red kitchen because when am I ever going to use a red kitchen? And then I was like, oh, actually this is a fun time to use a red kitchen. So now I have 2 red kitchens. So we've gone for kind of a red kitchen. We've got like an orangey hallway. The bathroom's blue. The living room's like a pinky florally vibe. It's cute. And then to be honest, the guest room's similar. It's kind of the same. It's just more pastels and pinks. But I really like pastels and pinks. I love a good pastel pink and yellow. So, you know. But everything's pretty basic in here, and there's cat stuff as well because obviously the person living here has cats because cat cafe. And I've done a little cat flap in and out of the building as well, so you know the cats can go downstairs and join in with the other cats and go into the catio and all of that stuff as well. But I do actually end up really liking the flat. I like this darker bedroom. I love that wallpaper. So I actually only just bought the ghost pack. What's it called? Paranormal Activities or something? I don't know. But I only just bought that and I didn't realise there's only a few build items in there, but the build items are absolutely phenomenal. They're beautiful. I wish I bought that pack ages ago. I think I've just used like everything that came in that pack in the decoration. I'm pretty sure I've used like I used like curtains from it. I've just used like wallpaper. Yeah, just I don't know, whatever came in it I was like, beautiful, I need it. I've used tables, just everything. And again, I put shelves up here, which I know people might not like the look of, and honestly I'd use different shelves in real life, but there's not that many options in The Sims to have like good looking shelves. But I wanted it to be more practical for the cats than anything. I mean, obviously in The Sims the cats won't use it, but I like the vibe that, you know, the whole house is just for the cats. Although I don't really like the litter tray being in the living room, but it's kind of like towards the end of the living room. It's not right next to the sofa, so I was like, it's gonna have to do. But there just wasn't enough space in the bathroom. I did think about putting it in the hallway area, but then there wasn't enough space to put like a coat rack and all that, so I was like, we can just go over there in this little corner. And to be fair, litter trays aren't too bad if you clean them regularly. Like every time mine goes to the toilet, like, we clean it, so it's never really smelly. So I just imagine this person does the same, you know, as soon as they've been to the toilet they just scoop it up and sort it. And again, we're pretending all of the plants are cat safe. I just think the plants really liven up the area, make it look like brighter and more colourful and nice and natural, and I just love plants, and I'm not very good at keeping plants alive in real life, so I will live my dream in The Sims. And then I've just gone through and added like more colourful artwork and just pops of colour. Finding suitable curtains or anything for these windows was really hard, so I've just gone with these like white drapes and then yeah, some other pink bits, and I think it works, but I'm not too happy with them. But I couldn't find anything else that I thought fit. And then I just added basic stuff to the kitchen. I added a couple of appliances like the microwave. I think I did the new sweet maker because, you know, new pack, might as well, it's fun. And then yeah, a kettle and just bits like that. And I like the little stack of pots we now have, so I put them next to the sink because if they need cleaning. I absolutely love that. I think it was from the new pack, or I've not seen them before if it wasn't. Okay, so I just dipped into the game so we can see the full build. So this is it from the exterior. We've got this little sign because I figured, you know, people will be probably walking up this way, so then they can be like, oh, here's the cat cafe, and off they go. So we've got these like bollardy bits, and we've just got a few trees outside and then just a dumpster in the back. And yeah, I think it looks really cute with the sign, and then we've got the little signs with the cat and the cup of tea or coffee in the window, which is cute. So to go through the door, we've just got like the lovely little cat sign, a cat statue, we've got like the little food sign, and then this is the entryway. So this is where you can kind of put the pictures for all of the cats that I said about. And I love this wallpaper in here. I absolutely love this tiger wallpaper. And then as we go through the doors, we've just got our lovely cat cafe. So we've got the actual cafe area, and then I put all of the bits to like sell, so you can buy coffee at the little bar bit, and then you can like sell cakes and sweet treats and stuff in here, which I thought would be nice. And I love this little sign with the little coffee cups with the faces on. I think it's so cute. And there's a matching one on the wall as well. And then these are the tables I went for in the end, just these kind of like plain coloured tables, which I think suits without being too overwhelming. This is one of the seating areas, just this like little sofa area. I put a vase over there, might be dangerous, probably gets knocked over. Although, that being said, I got museum putty for all of my Lego because my cats kept knocking them all over, and oh my gosh, it works amazingly. So I'd recommend that if you're looking for something to stop your cats knocking over stuff. And then we've just got this little area over here with a couple of seats, and we've got the cat tower, and it's just a nice place to chill. You can just like waggle the little toy around and play with the cat, so I like that. And then the entry into the little cozy nook area. I love the wallpaper, I love the wooden paneling. I don't know, I just love like the orange with the blue and like just all of the comfy bits, and yeah, I absolutely adore this area. I think I just sit in here all day and just sit with the cats. And again, we've got cat shelves. We've got a cat door up there so they can get in and out of this room. I mean, they can't actually use it. I don't think they jump up on the shelves and use it. But I like to imagine, you know, that's what they'd do. They'd like come through here and then they can come into this area. So this is the employee bit. We've just got their cat food, and we've got the litter trays down here and just a little bin to put it all in. Next door we have the bathroom, which I finally get to use this tile. I love this tile. I think it's super adorable. And there's like a little nappy changing area. But yeah, just otherwise a very simple bathroom. And then through these doors is my favorite part of the build. We've just got this big catio. So that's what it looks like with the walls and the roof up. And yeah, it all just fits in nicely. I love it. And then we just have another cat climbing area. We've got the tree, got all of the grass for them to hide in, and all of the shelves. And we've got like the planters, love a little sofa to sit out here and just have fun with the cats. And yeah, I adore this area. I think it's super duper cute, and I wish I could have this catio in real life. Maybe one day. If we go upstairs from the employee area, we come up into here. So it's just a simple kitchen, information notices. I just put a table with 2 seats on because I figured there wouldn't be that many employees here, maybe just a couple going for a break at a time. And then yeah, just a couple of cat beds, and then the water heaters up here as well, and then like scratching post, notice board. Just a very basic employee kitchen. And then this is where we go into the flat. We've just got this entryway area with, you know, just some jackets, coats, shoes, artwork. You come straight through and into the kitchen, and again, just quite a basic kitchen, but it's nice. Imagine like just washing your dishes here and like looking out over there, and oh, I think it's lovely. And I really like the tile used here. So that's the kitchen. This is the front room area. We've got this nice big sofa, and we've just got it, yeah, it's very nice, pastel, pinky, very cat lovery. And I love the use of this wallpaper with the birds on with the pink. I've not used this wallpaper with this swatch before, and I thought this was a perfect opportunity. Just a small table to eat at, and then there's the litter tray. We go through here into the small bathroom. It's just very basic, just, you know, blues, bit of colour from the towels and such. This is the main bedroom. So these are the curtains from that paranormal pack. Absolutely love them. And I think the wallpaper is too. Love it. Just got a very basic bedroom, but we've got everything you need. This is the spare room. So there's the Murphy bed. So yeah, you'd need to kind of move the stuff out of the way to use it, but it's a nice little cozy office space. Again, somewhere for the cat to go. And then just this little wall up here. Yeah. I think it's really cutely decorated, simple but nice. So that's the build. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, let me know below. If you did like this, please like the video so I know to make more like this in the future. And if you'd like to see more Sims videos, please subscribe to my channel. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.